Have you ever seen trucks driving around on an airfield while you're at the airport? It takes a lot of people to make an airport run successfully, including those working out on the airfield. Due to extreme safety hazards, extensive training is required prior to getting a license to drive on the airfield. Part of this training includes how to conduct a vehicle inspection. Vehicle inspections are mandatory at the beginning of each day to ensure your safety as well as others. Before you can begin an inspection, you'll need to check out the keys to the vehicle as well as grab the inspection log. At my current place of employment, these can be found at the duty desk. Once you've acquired both of these items, you're ready to begin your inspection. I usually start my inspection with the interior, however this is just a personal preference. Using your inspection log, you will go down each item and mark it off as you accomplish it. The first few items to check for are any damage to the interior as well as the cleanliness. You don't want to be held responsible for any damage that may have occurred prior to you checking out the vehicle. It's also important to maintain a clean interior. That way, no debris should fly out of the vehicle and onto the runways or taxiways. A small piece of trash out on the taxiway or the runway could cause thousands of dollars in damage to an aircraft. If there is no damage and the interior is clean, you can move on to the next step, which is checking for the necessary equipment in the vehicle and that it's present and in good working order. Every vehicle that's authorized on the airfield is required to have a two-way radio in order to maintain communications with the control tower. As the inspector, you'll need to perform a radio check with the tower to ensure it's functioning properly. Along with the radio, every vehicle is required to have hearing protection available for each of its passengers. This can be in the form of either hearing or ear plugs or ear muffs. Each of our vehicles hold a maximum of 6 personnel and therefore have 6 sets of hearing protection devices. Ensure your trucks have hearing protection devices for each personnel. You're now ready to move on to the exterior of the vehicle where the majority of the inspection takes place. Checking the physical condition of the exterior, such as looking for any new dents, scrapes, and cracks, is important for liability reasons. You don't want to check out the vehicle and not notice the huge dent in the back. If the next user checks it out and notices it, they're probably going to accuse you as you're the last person to drive it. The exterior should be relatively clean as well. You'll need to take a look under the truck and check for any signs of leaks, as well as check the tires for wear and debris. Again, the smallest pebble or bolt could cause serious damage to an aircraft and the passengers on board. Included in the exterior inspection is checking the windshield wipers, horn, brake lights, headlights, and rotating beacon. This will require a second person, so go ahead and ask someone to assist you in turning each device on while you check them. The rotating beacon on top of the truck is important to allow aircraft and the control tower to see your truck while you're out on the airfield. Your high beams and your headlights are also very important because they can be used as emergency communication devices in case your radio were to fail. The final step in the exterior inspection is to check your oil. Now this only needs to be accomplished once a week, which is typically done on Monday. So if you're the first person to check out the vehicle Monday morning, go ahead and check the oil level. Documentation of the inspection is probably the most important step. If you didn't record it, you didn't do it. The inspection log is broken down into days of the week. The first person on Monday will record in the week of. For instance, this is the week of 1 July. Each morning, the mileage and fuel level are recorded. After each item is inspected, you will check it off and the inspector will sign the bottom. If any discrepancies are found, they can be recorded in the remarks block. A thorough inspection like this can take anywhere from 30 to 45 minutes and should never be rushed. It can seem a bit tedious, especially if you're the one performing the inspection every morning. But it's absolutely crucial. A properly inspected vehicle will ensure your safety as well as the aircraft and personnel on board. A well-documented inspection will protect you from any liability if there was any damage to the vehicle.